Hey y'all, this is Patrick with Texan Landscape Group. We're back out here in Memorial where I'm going to showcase this project that we have done everything from beginning to end. Let's start with this Zoysia here. Perfect, awesome grass, great in sun, great in shade, really soft to the touch. To the Japanese yew that we have along the sides and along the borders here in the front to kind of provide privacy, a sound barrier. Over here, the client was looking for a centerpiece coming from their front door. So what we created with a Mediterranean aesthetic twist to it, an olive tree, some agapanthus, some foxtail fern, and some color along with these nice, really cool bronze pots, along with this custom bench that we put together. So with this house, one of the problems that we were dealing with is there's a lot of shade here. Obviously the sun moves throughout the day, but that's a problem that we need to take into account. So by mixing in shade-loving plants, sun-loving plants, and plants that just kind of do well in like a happy medium there, that's exactly what we did. We've got ajuga, we've got aspidistra, ligularia, rosemary, sage, lots of colors and textures, because that's the most important part is that sometimes when you're installing these landscapes, you have to keep in mind that they're not always going to flower. So textures and different colors of greens and variegations is super important to kind of creating a character of a house year round. Yeah, so this is a massive property. So one of the design challenges was to ensure that everything worked cohesively throughout the entire property. Whereas in the back, you might need a little bit something taller, a little bit more private. Whereas over here, these Burford hollies, this purple heart, and this waxleaf ligustrum is a really excellent option to kind of create privacy, increase your foliage, and including like, especially if you have air conditioners for a large house like this that you don't want to see, this waxleaf ligustrum is fantastic for covering that up. We continued this kind of like theme of a Mediterranean vibe that also matches the house with Texas natives that are low maintenance and easy to take care of. This client has seasonal pots all throughout his property that we've been out a few times to kind of work on and change up with the season. But what's important about that is also creating a structure in those pots so that way those pots, like I said in the front, look good year round without having to constantly replace stuff in those. He was looking for something a little bit more useful and natural with this space. So what we did is we came in and we poured this diamond pattern with these 3x3 formed and poured concrete pavers. And we ran the same exact zoysia grass that you see throughout this entire property, along with some drip line underneath it to maintain its irrigation that it needs for its watering purposes. Now he has this fully utilizing deck that still has grass, that has this nice soft look to it, along with a subtle border of these dwarf yaupons, another Texas native, that helps delineate the space from deck to lawn. Guys, check out this lawn. This massive space we completely pulled up, installed all new Palisade Zoysia. This stuff is so soft to walk on, and kind of going back into that, you know, this large wrapping perimeter of this property, we elevated the height of our canopy once we get to the back fence line with those Eagleston hollies, and then you'll notice underneath those there's a lot of shade there. So what we did is we put in some kind of azaleas. They're fashion azaleas, so they're going to bloom a few times throughout the year. And what that's going to do for the client is that we're going to have multiple levels of color year round for them that bloom seasonally. With that purple heart, that azalea, and that Eagleston, you've got a really nice contrast of colors that you're going to be able to look out from your back door and enjoy year round. Guys, we do work like this all over the place, from this size to the smallest townhome in the Heights. If you want your yard to look like this year round, call the experts at Texan Landscape Group. We'll get you taken care of.